Hello again, it's Ray Lonsdale, Two Red Rubber Things. This is just a follow-up to my last video which commented on how to get into art as a living, how to get big commissions. Since then I've had a comment because in that video I did say that London galleries weren't for me, and they're not. But somebody wanted to know why, when London seems to be the Holy Grail. And the problem is, London thinks it's the Holy Grail, to me. The galleries that I've dealt with, not that there's been that many, I decided to pull back from them a long time ago. But the galleries I did deal with down there were up themselves. Just because it's a London gallery doesn't mean it's a good gallery. I'm sure that there's many good galleries down there, but again, as I said in the last video, as a commission rate for a good gallery, you're normally looking around about 50%, and you can generally work that. You've got to price things, or they'll price things for you to work that. But one gallery I dealt with down there started off at 50%, then they wanted to renegotiate so that they got 70% and I got 30%. I mean, you've got to keep a business head on it. It's one thing having the kudos of saying, oh yes, I'm in a London gallery, but it's got to work business-wise. If I'd kept on working with that gallery, for out of every £1,000, I would have been getting 300 and paying tax on that, and we had to load the van, we had to drive all the way down to London, get into the centre of London, pay the congestion charge, get parked up outside the gallery, at which point traffic wardens just swarmed on you, hassling you straight away. It would give you sort of 20 minutes to get heavy sculptures out of the van into the gallery. So you're basically just shoving them in the door, jumping in the van and having to come home. It didn't work for us. I couldn't build a relationship with the gallery that way. I couldn't justify jumping in the train and going down there just for a catch up and a cup of coffee and to build that relationship. Yes, they were selling stuff. They wanted too much money. It wasn't viable. If it's not viable, the kudos of being in a London gallery means nought if you're on the door. So it's keeping the business side on it, and it's keeping the side that you are happy with. That's no good ending up where you hate and doing the work because you're getting nothing out of it and somebody else is making money off your back. So that was basically why that comment came from about London galleries. There's other galleries, there's other cities that are much more amenable. Another gallery that I dealt with down that way, it wasn't actually London itself, it was Windsor actually, but the same sort of thing. You went and it was like they were really doing you a favour by having your work in. They were very offhand. And now whether that's just my approach, I don't know. I like to think I come across as a fairly friendly person, but maybe other people have got something different to say about that. But it was just very offhand, It was just like you walk in and, oh yeah, just put that over there and we'll think about where we might want to put it. And that's not what you want. It's got to be a team thing. It's a team division of the funds. So it's got to be a team division of the effort to me. Just because they've got something in a fairly posh address doesn't cut any mustard with me. I like people to be honest, upfront, and I like them to be. I like to get on with people. And that's the only way business works with me. If I can't get on with them, I just can't do it. I begrudge putting money in their pockets. Like I say, I'm sure that there's many a good gallery in London, but I'm not really interested in dealing with them. But that doesn't say it's not for other people. Other people, obviously, it works well for them. But I know of a few artists who deal with them simply to say on their CV that they're represented in a London gallery. I just don't get that. That's like the Emperor's new clothes to me. But anyway, that's enough twisting. To go on to the current work now, the piece for Cove is coming along nicely. There's still not much more to show because it's just blocking in the big areas. Like I said before, it takes time, and it's just, you know, I'm almost down to the waistline. So I'll be putting a video on shortly of that, and you know, then it'll start to develop more in different directions, so it'll be a little bit more interesting, hopefully. And aside from that, we're on towards the end of the competition for winning the little sculpture Heroes Big and Small, the father and son piece. So if you still subscribe to the YouTube channel, then you stand a chance of winning that. And if you've already had one of these limited edition sculptures and just subscribe, you stand a chance of winning your money back. The value is £560, as I've said before, and the draw is the 1st of September, which is only a couple of days away from the recording of this video, so not long. But we'll be drawing the name out of the hat randomly, and we'll see who gets it. So anyway, thanks for listening again. I'll post another video shortly to show the Cove sculpture down to the waistline. I'll have a catch up with that one, and then we'll post more videos of this ilk. What my thoughts on galleries, art in general. If anybody has any comments, any questions, any rants, please let us know. So cheers, and please subscribe, please make it public so your name can go in the hat, and good luck. Thanks now.